We know that without a screening policy, this means that investments can unintentionally support human rights abuses. So this policy can give us the tools to align our finances with our values with the goal of avoiding this. And with these values, it also very clearly outlines the key characteristics that you see on the screen here, which include equity, accountability, impartiality, diversity, transparency, and integrity. The goal with this is that it will apply to all current and future public investments, so it's also forward-thinking. The last thing that it also does is that it will trigger divestment from public investments within 3 months if corrective action is not taken by violators. We have 5 main screening categories. They indicate that the city will not invest in any company or institution that benefits from or is complicit in the following. The first being genocide, apartheid, military occupation, or systemic discrimination. The second being labor rights violations such as forced or child labor, wage theft, or unsafe working conditions. The third being providing technology or materials utilized in acts of state violence. The fourth being causing environmental harm that disproportionately impacts marginalized communities. The fifth being abusive supply chains that fail due diligence in eliminating slavery and/or human rights abuses. The goal is that the city is to also presume exclusion without proof of compliance. So if there is no credible proof of compliance, it is to be assumed that the investment is non-compliant with the screening categories until proof can be found otherwise. And if the problem remains unsolved after 3 months, the city will divest. The ultimate goal of this screening process, to divest from entities that are destructive, especially to our most vulnerable communities. We are really looking to reduce harm and violence, to offer great compassion, empathy, and humility, to acknowledge that intersectionality exists, and to build trust, transparency, and accountability. We acknowledge that we are not just thinking about self, but we're thinking about our community as a whole. And again, that is what really inspired this screening process.